Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we analyze MicroStrategy. None of the content is financial advice. Right now, the price of MSTR is at around $167. It has come off quite a bit of the highs that it set in November 2024. Again, meaningful weekly closes in came in July 2025 above that $430 level, which was the 3.618 drawn from the 2021 peak to the 2022 bottom. Since then, again, MSTR has done quite similar things like it did back in 2021, where it put a new high before Bitcoin did. So this is MSTR chart. The highs for the market cycle came in February 2021, whereas Bitcoin put the first major high in April 2021 and then second in November 2021. So MSTR did lag Bitcoin over there, lead Bitcoin over there, and this time also Bitcoin's all-time high thus far in 2025 came in October 2025, whereas MSTR peaked a year earlier, like in first of all in November 2024, and then even in 2025 in July 2025 instead of October. So now that again MSTR has broken all the supports and now is in a free fall. What remains to be seen if and when in like in 2022, if it has a counter trend rally in store. So somewhere over here in 2021 when Bitcoin peaked, in 2022 also, in March of 2022, the stock of MicroStrategy reached the 20-week simple moving average against, and then again met a resistance over there and then came crashing down again in June of 2022 when Bitcoin set its first low below 20k level, and then again double bottomed in December when Bitcoin set its market cycle lows for 2022. So this time around again, has the stock has been in free fall. One rally to the 20-week simple moving average came when Bitcoin went to its highs in October 2025. That's when MicroStrategy rallied up to the 20-week simple moving average and then ultimately met its resistance. Again, last time around in 2021, Bitcoin had its the yearly highs over for the market cycle of 2021 in November. MicroStrategy stock was doing much better from the perspective of 20-week simple moving average. It had rallied quite a bit from the 20-week moving average back then, but this time around it made resistance. So let's see if there is one more counter trend rally like it was in March 2022, if again everything is shifted by 3 to 4 months, um, potentially in late December or early January 2026. That 20-week simple moving average where the rally could go to right now is at around $279. It could will take a few weeks, and if you were to extrapolate that to account for those few weeks, the price could meet the 20-week at around $240. Coming to our own website, the machine learning based price forecast for MicroStrategy as we approach late 2025 December and early to mid January 2026. Um, the one standard deviation non-euphoria bull run peak in mid January for MSTR per our machine learning model is at around $260. So again, if the price action falls short of this euphoria case mid to late January 2026, that could be in line with that rally back to the 20-week simple moving average. This stock we are analyzing since August 2020 when MicroStrategy started buying Bitcoin on their balance sheet and then essentially this stock started moving as more of a volatility product on top of Bitcoin holdings, and again as a more volatile play than Bitcoin itself, as a stock treasury. So the DCA or the dollar cost average risk for MSTR has again this regression based fair value accounts for the cyclical nature of crypto. That's why the fair value is not a linear one. This is a polynomial regression based fair value, which accounts for, again, if there is a downturn in the market, not to DCA a falling knife and trying to catch a falling knife, rather than in an upswing DCA only at some of the key levels. Again, by that I mean again only when the risk levels are less than zero point 0.2. This non-linear model helps identify those trends within even in the bear market. There are if certain cases where the price falls sharply below the regression based fair value, like it did late April 2025, and again in the last iteration of bear market towards June 2022 and in January 2022. So the price has still not gone below the regression based fair value significantly. It's at around only a few days, 2 weeks in November of 2025, where the price was at around 170 and regression based fair value was at around 188. Right now there is about a $15 gap. So let's see if this slope of the or the angle of descent of the regression based fair value were to change to kind of carve out, let's say, at least a downswing which is less steep than it is right now. So whenever that happens, you can check out all of these models for free on cryptoweeklies.com, link on the bottom of your screen, and again leverage in your own analytics what's the fair value for MSTR, and again if it has if the stock has gone into the accumulation phase. Right now that's not the case. So if let's say we do a what if analysis of this risk level, right now it's between zero point 0.3 and zero point 0.4. If it were to go to, let's say, in the counter trend rally between zero point 0.4 to zero point 0.5, the price of MSTR could be again well close to that, between that $171 to $190 again. Falling shy of that $240 level, the $240 would be at around zero point 0.8 regression based risk, and at zero point 0.8 the stock would behave somewhere similar to between the behavior between these risk levels, where the fair value in that conditions, again this is in a free fall. So let's say the fair value at that point is at somewhere at around $100, and if the stock goes to 240, that could stick out like a sore thumb, like it did back in March of 2024, where the fair value was much less than what the fair value was much lower than the price action about, again over here fair value at around, roughly speaking, $100, whereas the stock went to $200. With that, I would like to conclude. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please give a like and subscribe, and check out all of these charts. We also have the longer term compound moving annual or CAGR based growth rate model for MSTR up until 2040 to account for any bear market losses, and again going forward the growth till 2037, how the stock could go to about 13 to $1,400, which is essentially about 8 to 10x of the current price. And check out all of these charts. None of the content financial advice, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.